Yo, look who it is, bro.
Hey, this is Jesse the Body Ventura.
It is Vince Russo.
I love the name, Jesse the Body Ventura.
Bro.
Anyway.
Brother, if anybody's working, it is you, bro.
The hard-working union members of the Workers Club.
Bro.
You know, I'm a long-time 30-year member of the union myself.
From what I understand, you don't pull your weight, you never promote the show, you never book any guests, you don't do nothing.
I fought to try to get a union in the world of professional wrestling.
Bro.
And even got kicked out probably because of it.
Bro, from the bottom of my heart.
The Workers Club. I love the name.
It's Workers Club 131. It's Gus, it's Larry, it's Wilson. This might end up being a nightmare episode. I've been celebrating Dick Cheney's death appropriately, so I'm already half a bottle in. I am drinking coffee because I started feeling a little wonky. Also watching, it's election night in America for a lot of places, not where I live. Yeah. So there you go. We have a lot of great news. So much good news.
Remember when John from The Office had that good news show during the pandemic and then somebody bought it for a stupid amount of money?
Yeah, I do. It's something I think about often.
I do too.
He sold that premise for a lot of money and they've done nothing with it.
It's fine. I'm not bitter about life.
And what's best about the premise was, what if I show you YouTube videos that you've already, you know what I mean? Like a squirrel water skiing. And that was it. That was just like, what if we don't think about all the bad stuff?
Yeah.
I think Apple TV might have bought it. I think that's, am I wrong on that? Let's type it in real quick.
Sorry, that's just
No. I think about it a lot. Because there's
it's funny though. You know those like memes like, what's your man thinking about? Like, that's just random shit like that. That's just me all the time.
I was literally talking about it last week because there was a guy, Cody Johnston, who does some more news. And he was kind of like, the guy's kind of stealing my whole aesthetic. He kind of had like a bone to pick with Jim from The Office. What's his name, Larry? John Krasinski.
There you go.
Yeah.
John Krasinski
directed the Foster Wallace movie. So he's in my cool club.
Oh, is he? Oh, no.
Oh, no. Like, I'm not berating him for getting the bag. I'm like, the dumbest idea. I know. It's his fucking face. Like,
the Wikipedia has, by the way, some good news, has raised over $2 million for various charities.
So it funneled tax money from John's business to another charity that's probably owned by him.
Viacom CBS won the bidding war. They were going to turn it into a weekly edition to, like, an addition to their news segments. And he would be producer. And then in 2021, he announced that they were not moving forward with it. And then that's it. He just stopped. He got paid and got stopped. What was the purchase price though? Give me that, Wikipedia.
It's probably been scrubbed. Otherwise, it'll lead to a second 9/11.
What is it? Explains. I have John Krasinski explains why he sold some good news. Something's supposed to be like
explain that.
Something's like that is supposed to be like holier than thou. Like, well, I sold it to a corporation for money. What? What did he? I knew it wouldn't be sustainable with my prior commitments.
Oh, that's why it wouldn't be sustainable.
As if you couldn't just have some asshole do that. Like, oh, I have to be the front facing
producer on the good news of. You literally just hang out at an aunt's house and like wait for her to like. Did you see this video? That's your show.
Let's start with some. Who's watching Territory Wrestling right now?
I was just gonna say.
Sorry, I'm like vibe coding, man. I'm working on AI things. Sorry, didn't realize.
No, that's okay. I'm gonna have a moment where we can talk about what you're working on.
We don't need to.
No, we need to talk about it a little bit.
Gus's gadgets.
Yeah. Yeah. Do we have a sound drop for Gus's gadgets? Bing bong, bing ching 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 ching. Doot doot doot. I saw today there's some Al Snow news, and that he was going to be in a movie. You know, we kind of talked about it. He's a little bit of an actor, and he's going.
Who was that crazy actor he loved hanging out with because he got laid all the time? Remember that guy?
Oh God!
Yeah, God damn it! Who
Man,
was that?
As more time goes, I'm gonna say Al Snow, cool guy.
You know, he might have figured it out. I mean, he keeps getting paid. I know that. He keeps getting a paycheck. He's going to be in a movie called Learning You. Tagline, love is bigger than any storm. Wait, which one was that? What is that one?
Triple H.
Wrong. Okay. I like that. First Capital Films, in association with Faith Channel, announced the upcoming release of the feature film Learning You, opening in select theaters January 16th, 2026. Directed and produced by Tyler Sansom. It's a heartfelt drama based on the real experiences of families raising children with special needs. Shines a light on the strength, hope, and redemptive love shared between a father and his autistic son. When an architect embarks on a Christmas road trip with his son, their journey of struggle and renewal deeply impacts a billionaire father facing his own challenges. Featuring a cast that includes Stacey Haydick, Daniel Roebuck, Cameron Arnett, Al Snow, and Reed Choi, the film blends authenticity with inspiration, employing individuals on the autism spectrum both on screen and behind the scenes.
Oh boy.
So,
has this been shot yet, or they're shopping it?
It's done. It's being released.
Oh hell yeah!
This was the announcement.
Yeah.
So let's play that now. Just so you get, if you had to guess, and looking at the poster they put in the Discord, who do you think Al Snow plays in this movie about autism?
The autistic one.
Okay. Larry, any guess?
I wasn't paying attention to the roles here.
Well, on the poster, what do we got here? Let me scroll at the poster here. I mean, he's not on the poster, or is he? We've got the autistic child that looks like Mark David Chapman. We've got the father, or I guess I don't know what I think he's the father. We got a woman. You got old Leslie Arntz from Lost. That would be, I think, what's his name? Is that Daniel Roebuck? And another guy. And a bear. A bear that's the favorite of the autistic child. Okay, let's watch this trailer. Let's watch the cinematic. Let's see.
I want a wholesome organization.
What's that now?
I want a wholesome organization.
That's a wholesome organization, yeah. You guys can see it.
You're not sharing it.
I'm not sharing it?
I got it.
You got it? Are you sharing it? Why is it not sharing? God damn it.
Go ahead, hit play.
Oh, hit play. It is sharing now? Okay.
Here to pick up Elijah Smith for our day visit.
You can have a seat while they're grabbing him.
I really don't love the idea of him being stuck in an institution just because he's born different.
They put autistic kids in institutions now.
Two
Is that true?
visitations with your son.
No, we don't have
who's numb from medication, because no one knows how
them all down.
or wants to handle a poor kid whose nervous system is on fire half the time.
It's for the best time. You know we cannot handle this.
Feels like waving our white flag.
It's a clear project. Sorry. Yeah. I'm sure you have something to share with the team after 3 months.
So what's the plan, smart guy?
Oh no!
That's right. That's right. Al Snow plays the bear. The personification. When I first saw the when I posted the poster, I was gonna be like, and Al Snow plays the dumbass teddy bear. And then when the teddy bear rolls around in the chair, I was like, oh my god.
That might have to be. What's the plan, smart guy?
What are we doing? We're cooking on cars or something? What are we...
Anything in the world, what would it be?
Beachwire good.
We're doing this!
That might have to be a future soundtrack. A couple of those. What's the plan, smart guy? We're doing this!
This is a work trip. I'm collecting inspiration as we go.
He's back there.
Ty's one of the best.
He's like the Donnie Darko rabbit.
Goes by that I don't even get a whiff of a design.
He's working on
Not good for my business.
You're gonna be doing this every single morning.
Stop it!
Is his son autistic or just annoying?
You won't return my tax. I'm gonna fire him. You're dead here if you don't deliver.
His dad is going to fire... Dad is going to fire his own son.
Elijah, stop it!
Is this kid his son? Because he's so old. I don't understand. Is it his brother? It might be his younger brother.
Why was that guy so jazzed?
I don't know. I promise you, he auditioned for Superman and got rejected, but he tried.
Let's not talk about business. I'm gonna build a sandcastle with my son.
Well, I just saw the whole movie. Dad gets over it, builds a sandcastle with the autistic kid. I'm sure Al Snow the teddy bear is watching in the distance.
Yeah, I don't need to watch the full movie. That's fine.
Future possible. What's that?
That was.
It was bizarre.
Oh, okay.
Don't play.
I did. I clicked one.
It was bizarre.
Yeah. A future book might come out here. JBL believes that Vince McMahon, and remember, I think JBL was at his birthday party. He believes that Vince McMahon is going to write a book in the next 2 years. Quote, Vince is going to let everything out. He was on Something to Wrestle With, and he claimed, I'll give you the over-under on the book at 2 years, maybe one. Probably not one. I don't think he can write it that quick. But I think there's a 99 to 100% chance, well, unless something happens.
What's
There's
something?
nothing. Yeah, it's death, I guess. There's nothing that's 100%, but it's as close to 100% as you can get. So in 2 years, there's going to be a book. I have a feeling it's going to be beyond belief. I have a feeling it will be raw and completely no hiding or anything. It's just him admitting crimes.
Imagine if he actually told the truth about his marriage to Linda.
Yeah. So there I was in the car with Rita Chatterton. And yeah, I definitely did that. I think Vince is going to let everything out. I think it's going to be one of the best books ever written. I can't wait to read it. From what I understand, and I don't want to say anything, I shouldn't, but I have a feeling it's going to be within the next year or two. Who's publishing the Vince McMahon authorized biography? Vince tells his story. If I did it.
It would be damn right I did it.
Yeah.
There is no if.
It was bizarre. You've never looked the other way in anything.
I got it. What is this?
Kissing at the side of the road while gazing up at the northern lights.
Yeah, that was us. Before the audiobook. Soon we'll have a clean version.
It's also got your phone effect on it, unfortunately.
Yeah, because he's calling into an auto mechanic. That's right. So there's that. I also just want to share this real quick. There's some Triple H stuff. I just really want you guys to get a whole load of this guy here. What is it here?
9.
Can you see that?
I can say 9.
Yes, Gus. Listen, we have to tell you this because it's amazing.
Oh yeah.
We watched The Chaperone, and in the fucking movie, all these kids are guessing what dinosaurs turn into, and that's where the wrong buzzer comes from. And at one point, he says 9.
Yeah, he's going no, and then he just out of nowhere goes 9. Which is like, Paul?
Paul's a Nazi.
Not beating the allegations.
9.
There's no way. There's no way that was in the script. There's no way the guy was like, and then the chaperone just drops 9. But let's look here. He recently was on a podcast. It's getting aggregated. I just want you guys to look at the amount of beads, the amount of the accoutrements on his wrist. Look at that shit. Holy cow.
Oh my
That's crazy.
He's a cool CEO.
Crazy.
Do you think he's got that many bracelets on when he's in the... we should check. When he was in the Oval Office, did he have that much gimmickry on?
Dude, that is why when I looked at it, I was like, there's what? 1, 2, 3, 4.
Hey,
5.
you know what this one
There's
means?
the clear one, this one. There's at least 5 bracelets of varying designs all on his wrist. 5. That's nuts.
The showmanship, the charisma that you have to have, the media skills that we teach from day one coming.
The media skills. This guy. The media skills.
All in Summit.
Yes.
I fooled all you marks.
The media skills. Come on. Okay, so Paul. During this,
That's actually Dave impersonating Russo.
Was it? That was good.
I fooled all you marks.
During this, he talked about how they stay away from. He wants to talk about the evolution of traditional heels and baby faces in wrestling. And he says, or some variation, right? Nobody in today's world. There are very few in this world, all the way good or all the way bad. I think people have become more savvy to how the world really works. Nobody's perfect. And I don't think there's anybody that is. Well, I shouldn't say anybody. There are certainly people that are just evil in the world. But, most people, the average person, there are people that are really good. But somewhere in there's some stuff that maybe isn't. And vice versa on that. Cool. Now, this is where...
That was Paul saying that?
Yeah, that's Paul.
That sounded like a Karrion Kross promo.
Yeah.
It'd be hilarious if Karrion submitted that. I was like, Paul, he's like, hey, Paul, I've been working on some stuff while I've been out. Wanted to, throw us out there. And then he just like, thanks.
Also during this, he talked about Trump and, he talked about how great he was in the WWE.
But let's talk about this quote where he says a lot of people are fans.
Oh,
let's
sure.
Say, you want to bring up the cabinet?
The cat. Oh,
who's watching? Kennedy's watching.
Linda.
Oh no, it's definitely VP. Vance famously went up dressed as the NWO one year for Halloween.
Wow, I didn't know that.
Oh,
yeah, he did. Yeah, he did. He brought it up. Yeah.
He's our age.
Look at those deep set eyes. You're saying he's not a wrestling fan? Look at that.
Yeah, no. Google JD Vance NWO.
I bet he liked X.
A lot of things could come up for that, but
no, he was sincere when he said like Hulk Hogan childhood hero when he.
I mean, that is what AI tells me, is that the query JD Vance NWO most likely refers to conspiracy theories connecting Vice President JD Vance to a New World Order concept.
Colin, stop sending me the Erica
Sorry,
Kirk,
Google
JD
wrestling
Vance video.
Google wrestling Halloween. That'll probably
No, it comes up. It's just fucking AI being stupid.
Okay.
Well, he's with the NWO guys, but he's in the Russian shirt.
Sorry, that was it.
Interesting.
Yeah. I wonder what he was trying to be.
Nikolai Volkov or one of the fucking.
Oh my god! What a fucking idiot.
Sorry, but there's probably others. But I think Miller's probably a wrestling guy.
Ooh.
God.
Guys,
now I gotta think about that.
Wrestling is for sick people. Like, this should not be surprising. It's a cabin of March.
Stephen Miller walking up to Paul Levesque and being like, "Remember that when the female fan lifted her top? Like, that didn't fucking happen, man." Do you agree with this, Paul Levesque? He's talking about
Is
Trump.
Seth watching?
And he probably did in the Attitude Era, right? But he definitely dropped.
He's a
out.
UFC guy. He thinks wrestling's gay. Okay, sorry. Go ahead.
No. At the end of the day, when you're voting for the president, Paul Levesque, he theorizes.
It's who I want to get a beer with.
Yes, it's who you like. At the end of the day, is who you're voting for.
Kamal is a.
And that's why Donald Trump is so popular, because everyone likes him so much and they keep voting for him. They just like the guy. And people loved Kamala, too. That's why she got so many votes. Because it wasn't definitely one party, definitely has had the message of just hold your nose.
You guys didn't want to get a beer with Tim Walz?
Beer with Tim Walz?
I'd get a beer with Tim Walz. Do I like him? I don't know the guy. Can't speak on it.
I think he's kind of a goober for kayfabe and playing Madden on a live stream. Did you guys remember that?
I saw that. Now, is he a fan?
No. I don't think he's cool enough.
Did he vote for Jesse for governor?
Jesse endorsed.
Yeah.
There you go.
I was a big fan of the governor. As a former governor. Governor.
My final thing is this. Now, in the Discord, I announced that I'm thinking about picking Forgiven as the next book. Gus did not like that at all. Larry is shaking his head.
It's a bit too fun. I can't do another Russo.
Here, my counterpoint to that is we get to watch JC. First of all, I don't like that. I liked it before.
He said there's going to be an ice storyline.
Okay.
Yes.
Let's backtrack. Okay, so last week we talked about him talking about, oh yeah, I wrote NWA TV, da-da-da-da, and he listed all these storylines. Apparently, that was him joking around, which is tough when your co-host is just going, oh, okay, and nodding along, and they sound like things that he would write. They're not even like parody things that he would write. He would write these things. So now,
he's claiming he was joking.
Apparently, that was just a rib. That was because it's something from some other guy on YouTube, and then Conan got wind of that, and it's not true, or it's probably not true, and he was just going along with whatever Conan and Disco Inferno had said. But the real thing was JCW. Now, the problem with the JCW thing is now he's actually back and engaged, like trying to like put himself out there more. I preferred it before when we just had a little bit of Russo.
Exactly.
And he was kind of like on his way out. Now he's back and he's more annoying than ever, which that's why I just want to, my instinct on that is I just want to, let's just dive in then. Let's really soak in it till we're just throwing up with just Vince Russo just pouring out of our eyes and ears, watching JCW, reading Forgiven. We've got he's born again. This is him just being like, I'm so religious. Then the JCW. You know the JCW stuff's going to be awful. It's going to be bad, and it's not going to be very Christian. He's going to drop a slur on somebody. You Dago son of a bitch.
That's not a slur.
Fine. He's going to get as close to the line as he can. You know what I mean? He's not going to drop the... He starts saying the N-word. Someone cuts the music, cuts him off. This is the kind of Russo I like. Vince Russo claims Candice LeRae's new job in WWE is because of husband's influence. Did you know about this? Did you know about this? You hear about this?
All that pull Gargano has.
Yeah. Recently, it was now that Candice LeRae is producing matches, and she produced a match between the Street Profits and Los Garza. And
Angelo Dawkins and Tez, how are your careers going?
There, you know that Montez single push is just right around the corner.
That's what I'm told.
Can you hit the 9 drop?
It's funny.
9.
Where is Bianca Belair hurt? Where is she?
Yeah, she's got some finger thing.
Okay.
She's pregnant.
They can't seem to figure out what to do with her.
No, you know what'll happen is she'll come back and then get pregnant, which will be funny and is the correct way to do it. Get that bag from your employer.
What does Vince Russo think of Candice LeRae producing a match? That obviously doesn't reek a freaking good old boy network. Shawn Michaels loves Johnny Gargano.
What is some broad who hasn't spent a minute in the business telling a couple of boys how to work?
Johnny Gargano's married to Candice LeRae. Give me a freaking break.
You ever see Amy backstage trying to tell me how to live my life?
This. You've got second-generation wrestlers in there that have a clue to what they've been doing. I like the flip of they don't have a clue. They have a clue. The Street Profits have been doing this for a while, and they're taking direction from literally a 105-pound woman. Is that what you're telling me? You got wrestlers in there. Wrestling's in their blood. The fathers. The grandfathers. And Candice LeRae is going to teach them why. It's the good old boy network, bro. And it freaking sucks. It makes me wonder, like, what the heck is the criteria to be an agent in the WWE?
I mean, Chief Jay Strongbow was an agent in the 90s.
Yeah.
What did he know about putting together a match?
It's always just been dickheads. Just
remember
who we got around. Yes.
There was a great story. It was Owen, and Chief said something to Owen about like a spinning heel kick not looking realistic. He goes, "Well, maybe we'll just hop on one foot and do a war dance tomorrow. That'll be a lot better."
It's always like
just no respect at all. I mean, yeah, he
honestly say Owen like in the blue blazer gimmick doing the war dance would have been.
But Russo's an idiot because he should know as a sports fan, the best coaches are usually the people who don't make it. So, I mean, what a weird thing to care about.
Larry. Well, he says, you know who I always think about? And I know Candice LeRae's been in the business for a while. Natalia Hart. It's like, okay. Well, she's still trying to make a go of it. So she's still on the roster. She's also been in the news because she recently had a book come out or is coming out. And so she was in the news about, I was like, we'll save it. She thinks Jim Neidhart sent the fan to tackle Bret Hart in the Hall of Fame speech because they were going to give Bret Hart 10 minutes. And because the fan tackled him, they gave him whatever amount of time he wanted. So she was nervous that Bret wouldn't be able to speak as long as he wanted to. So thank you to Jim Neidhart for, as an angel, going into that man's mind and making him rush to stage.
The Harts are so bizarre.
She was going to go to Bret for the foreword of her book, but instead went to Dwayne Johnson. And the reasoning is, she claims is because they were both third-generation stars. That's
They're very similar.
Yeah. Jeez.
Oh my god.
You'd think I'd go to Brett, but I wanted to stand on my own 2 feet. So at a Netflix event, I went to The Rock. All right. Let's get into it. Last we left off, Dynamite was going...
No, we need at least 2 rounds, Brett.
Oh, you want to do the Brett game? You want to do it?
Yeah.
I'll do it. Get a number. Numbers
80.
are 80. Okay, boom. Just remember, the first 400 pages of this 500-page book are Calgary. Remember Larry and I hitting our head against the wall? Like, why hasn't he left Stampede yet? God damn it. Okay, 80. Ooh, 80's dog-eared. Oh, that's because it's where he says that Dynamite. I thought he looked like Pee Wee Herman with muscles. I also couldn't help but notice that Tom was relying heavily on steroids, taking a lot of pills, and polishing off a case of beer a night. But in the ring, he was magnificent. He's in Regina, January 1980. The fans seemed to have missed me, and I realized that I'd missed them too. Security guard leaned his head in the dressing room to tell me Julie was waiting for me. My first reaction was to sneak off. Hit me with it. After all the girls in Atlanta, I couldn't see that Julie and I had much future, so I decided to tell her to her face that it was over. All the girls in Atlanta, he was fucking going through them. 1980. God. This is fake. The arena was completely empty. Most of the lights were turned off. Julie was sitting on the ring apron. She smiled at me, and I found myself thinking that I didn't need to make any rash decisions. So, did you want to see me still, or are we done? Someone leaned on the horn of the van to hurry me up. If you want to pick up where we left off, we can, I said. But I have to go. We'll be staying over next week. We can talk better then. We did. She told me her life story and I told her mine. Like a mafia man. This fucking guy. Like a capital M, by the way. Capital M. You gotta capitalize mafia. Like a mafia man. I told her to never ask me questions about the business. It was easier for me to explain and better for her not to know. And you better believe I wrote dork in all capital letters.
Wow.
Gus, you got one? You got a number?
Give me 48.
Ooh. Even earlier. Oh, this is a good one. Afterwards in the dressing room, King Kong shook my hand and said, "Gracias." He stood as high as my nipples. I smiled down at him thinking, fuck you, fatso. It was all part of paying my dues. KK came around from time to time. One night he took Smith, Marie, and me to a strip bar. A beautiful bronze dancer came over to me and she seemed very interested. I was bedazzled by her long hair and the dark curves of her body. I asked KK to tell her that I thought she was beautiful. His face turned red and he rattled on in Spanish. She left the table abruptly and never returned. Months later, Maria told me KK had made it clear that I was taken by him. KK never tried anything, but I always sensed that he wanted to ask me something but couldn't quite bring himself to do it. There's more. Back in the lobby at the Tanama, Smith was propositioned by 2 teenage prostitutes who were sucking red lollipops and wearing tight red dresses. He was happy courting Maria, so like a good big brother, he negotiated on my behalf. I wasn't sure I was interested, although they were very pretty. Smith haggled and said, I got her down to $10. I dug into my jeans. All I've got is 8. End of paragraph. Moving on.
Wow, I don't remember that. How old was Brett?
I don't know.
He said these girls were how old?
Teenage.
Okay.
They're teenage.
All right.
Brett having relations, allegedly, possibly, for $8. The teenage foreign prostitute.
While smoking crack.
When he wasn't being propositioned by KK.
Love bananas. Pissing at the side of the road while gazing up at the northern lights.
Yeah. God, I cannot wait for that audiobook.
I don't remember where he says I love bananas.
Oh, yeah, I don't remember either. I just remember flipping through what that call. I just was I was doing what we were doing. I was randomly flipping through the book and finding highlighted things and just going, type this into it, type this into it, type this into it. Okay, when we last left Dynamite, was it Brutus Beefcake had rescinded Ted Bentley.
Ted Bentley, yeah. So Dynamite's going to give him a receipt.
And he was like, oh, I'm going to fucking kill this guy. And then he said, but something happened on December 13th, 1986, and I was not able to do that. And boy, is Brutus Beefcake lucky. Chapter 10. It's a night he'll never forget it. They're in Hamilton, Ontario, in the Cops Coliseum. They're wrestling Don Morocco and Bob Orton. Nikolai Volkov walks up to Dynamite and goes, what does Nikolai Volkov even sound like? Tommy, will you crack my back for me? Kind of like, does it sound like Dracula?
Yeah, it's close enough. Eastern European.
Yeah.
Potato.
So he picks him up. You know how you do with a person. You know, you pick them up, you squeeze them, and you lift them up.
Oh, you bitch. Boy.
Right there. Oh. Dynamite feels a twinge in his back. And he goes out to the match. He's like, okay. He thinks maybe I pulled the muscle. He goes out of the match. He's doing the thing where you jump over a guy, you know. Guy goes down. He jumps over the guy. He feels it, his back. And mid-stride, something goes in his back as he's running. And he just crumples to the mat. And you get pictures, probably from the gal that, I don't know, somebody's out to get the photographer. This has got to be one of my favorite pictures we've had in the business. Maybe like Triple H one. So we talked about it already, but his fucking face in this. Like,
how old is he in that picture?
I don't know. It's the most current one at this time. So it says December 2000.
He looks like a guy you'd see like an ID documentary on.
Yeah, for sure. And they're like, they zoom in on the face, and they're like,
he was our age.
Oh my god,
he was 41 or 42.
Good lord. Good lord.
Completely broken.
Yeah.
Public housing.
Oh boy. So
yourself because you got like dropped on your head in Japan for tours, earning that yen.
I've got to do it. He keeps writing this book. I've got to do it. Okay. Nobody else is doing it, right? That's the idea, that he's like, leading the charge on this. It's like, I'm sure that's where guys like Brett and him and stuff, like, they like fuck Hogan and stuff like that, because he's like, oh, I'm not doing it. And I get they don't have the body and stuff like that, but I'm trying to think now, have there been guys their size that got over without like, I'm going to kill myself tonight because I'm so small, I have to kill myself? Has there been somebody that's like, George the Animal Steel, he's not like a huge guy, he got over. I know he doesn't have a long career or anything, but like, you know what I mean? He got over. Guy. He's big, but I'm not saying like comparative to like a Hulk Hogan.
Anyone buy a ticket to see George Steele though?
Well, I was thinking he might have done it against Bruno in the 70s. I think.
Hold on. Yeah,
he wasn't even George Steele
yet. Guys, talk about the territory. Hold on.
Okay.
Well, yeah, Bruno. Do we have a, Bruno?
But you're right.
Modern guys.
I'm not fighting to stand up for George Steele. I don't care enough.
Has anyone stood up and fought for George Steele?
I can think of territory guys like an Eddie Gilbert
all day long.
Yeah,
what did I miss?
I was just saying there are territory guys who could do that. It is Dynamite's time, so I don't know, but I'm thinking of Eddie Gilbert. And Eddie Gilbert's fucking dead at 33, so that's not.
Yeah, I know. I'm trying to think about Yucky.
What about Vern?
He's tall though, isn't he? He's like tall. He's not like built like a brick shit house, but
yeah, he's
Ric Flair's kind of like he never killed himself really. He's kind of tiny for like you know what I mean. He's not like the biggest guy in the world.
Except for the match where he killed himself twice.
Well, that's say it true. He's still doing it to prove that he's worth something. I was gonna say, what about what was the one Von Erich kid that did kill himself? He was small.
Stop.
Which one? Which one?
Chris was very small.
Brian Pillman, but he did kill him. God damn. It doesn't.
I know. It's not a good ad for these guys.
Colin, if you're small, it's not looking good. X-Pac, but he also he did try to kill himself. So, he did get addicted to painkillers. And is there one? Give me one short, tiny. There you go. Well, yeah, he broke his neck. That's true. But he's not addicted to any painkillers.
Adam Cole?
But yeah, he did get over. But he's also out. He's
broke
Up.
himself.
He's concussed. He's concussed. Is there any small rest? I guess Bryan Danielson is the closest because he was out, but he's back. He did come back, but he's retired. He retired. He's got no issues. He can come back.
Okay.
Okay. I'm just saying, Danielson might be the smallest wrestler to ever come out clean and everything.
But here's the problem: if he comes back, his wife and children are gone.
You think so?
Oh yeah.
Just fun. He comes back for one Moxley match.
Yeah, I think it's one of those things like it's off the table. I think he might be able to get away with like doing some stuff.
You don't think he's begging to do the announcer thing? They work the announcer gimmick where somebody shoves him, and he has to come back
for a full match. No,
I'll take that bet. I think he's coming back for a full match. I think he's coming back for Wembley. How about that?
Okay, here's a caveat. If he comes back, though, we've got a. Do I give you a year or 18 months or 2 years for his wife and children to leave?
I think they're with him all the way if it's just sporadic.
I think they may publicly be there at that match, but I'm saying I think there should be a window where
I'm sure you're thinking, when is it really done? But with a guy like that, it's never done.
Correct.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. If he comes back, then it's donezo with the wife, so bye-bye Birdie.
I didn't know whether to boo it or acknowledge it, but it was good.
Was that too smart for the room?
No, it was just very clever. Too clever.
But yeah, I can't.
Hold on, I gotta pause. Something's happening outside. Hold on. The people in the arena started booing and chanting bullshit and phony, which Brett's starting to sweat in the back. That's the ultimate for him. Phony. The guy was just running and he crumpled. This is a fan. I love when wrestlers like all the fans were like in unison. It's fake. They were. He can't even think straight. And then of course he has to throw in the dig at Davey, who's just like staring at him like, whoa, what?
We work out together, we train together, we wrestle together.
That's right. Fuji starts walking over to him with a folding chair. He's gonna start hitting him on the outside, and he goes, Fuji, no.
When I was clipping these, I looked at both those Dynamite promos. And in both of them, he just starts listing teams when he's lost.
Who else we got? Power and Glory.
One point he just goes, Bundy and Stud. Like, when were they a team? You're just putting guys together now.
He's booking. So he's looking up at Fuji with a chair. Fuji, no. And there's nerve damage. Right? His back finally gave out. And he does the wrestler thing that we've seen in a few books where he's at the hospital and he's looking around going, they don't believe me. They think wrestling's fake. King Tonga came with him in the ambulance. He makes sure to point out that Davey Boy Smith got changed and just went back to the hotel. You gotta point that stuff out.
King Tonga and the ambulance would be a great name for something.
Do you think it's something Stu teaches that you just shouldn't check on people when they're injured between Davey Boy and
I guess. I mean, yeah, it might be.
If you get injured, just ignore it.
They're faking it. It's phony.
Legal reasons. I don't want to brag.
And then again, he brings up that was Brutus Beefcake's lucky day.
It's crazy he's still alive.
It is. He outlived Hulk Hogan.
Yeah. And who do you think's? I mean, they both smoked crack, I guess.
Yeah. I mean, I'm sure he did dirtier drugs, and you know what I mean? Like, he's not getting some of the drugs that Hogan got. You know, he's not in those same rooms.
No, Hulk's been in Kales.
He might have been carrying for Hulk.
He's taking a little off the top. He gets the good stuff,
expected.
too.
Yeah.
But I bet Hulk has had better access to, like, great pharmaceutical stuff in the last, like...
Sure.
Quarter century. Post Brudai.
A doctor comes in to give him a shot with the longest needle he's ever seen. He says, excuse me, what's that? And I wrote, is this doctor being funny? He's got 2 ruptured discs. He says the feeling never came back properly in his foot, one of his feet. And one of the doctors says, Mr. Billington, we really think it would be in your best interest to find another line of work. Uh-oh. You got to go do something else other than wrestling. The worst thing a wrestler wants to hear.
Is this Ridge Holland?
Oh, no. You're going to have to do something else. But I'm an athlete. You expect me to go do something else? I have to be around my family. So he brings up that he tried to get insured at some point, and they wouldn't insure him. He kind of has this dual thing happening in this paragraph where he's like, well, Kurt Hennig got insured, and but then they were like, you're a fake wrestler. They wouldn't insure me. And I'm like, what's happening here? So you're already
injured, sir.
Yeah, probably was that. He had savings, he says, but that had gone towards the house that Michelle wanted. Piper calls him to see if he needs anything. He says he always liked Piper. Then he has to bring up that there's some kind of segment where he riffed out of nowhere on a Piper's Pit segment, like, let's go right now, and Piper just walked off the set. Davey Boy Smith finally does show up to the hospital with his wife Diana and a press photographer, and those 2 pricks posed at the side of my bed, had their picture taken, and went.
Could you imagine having such a fucked up relationship with, like, any of your relations where you're bringing a press photographer to, like...
Now, do you think that was a press, or like Vince was like, Davey, we need some photos for the magazine?
That's what it feels like. Yeah, I don't... Who the fuck in the press is...
Davey's dumb, but he's like, I gotta get a photo guy on this to show that I was there. Well, Brett wrote about this.
Bill Apter.
The Bulldogs were suffering. Davey was the star now, and he was getting tired of doing everything Tom demanded of him in the ring, and then babysitting Tom every night. It also got back to Davey that Tom openly complained that it was Davey's fault he'd injured his back in the first place. Where is it? Where he talks about the thing, 225. He talks about this. Hold on, Brett, 203. Let's read Brett's part first and then read his. This is Brett going back and forth. 203. When I phoned home in mid-December, Julie told me that Tom had seriously hurt his back during a match in Hamilton, and he'd been taken away in the ambulance. As soon as I got off the road, I went to see Tom at Holy Cross Hospital. It turned out that he had 2 ruptured discs, and he was set to have emergency surgery. He was livid because Davey and Diana had shown up with a photographer from the Calgary Sun. Oh. Brett has
the Calgary Sun is such a dirt rag.
With the intention of taking a picture of him in the hospital bed. Then I told him that Vince had asked me to bring the tag belts back with me after the break. Tom told me to tell Vince to go fuck himself, so I left it for the 2 of them to sort out. I understood that the belt was a badge of honor. It was Tom's belt until he lost it. Michelle blew my mind when she confided that she'd absolutely no idea that Tom's back was bad. She knew he had drugstore-sized jars of Placidil and Percocet, and also told me that it was routine for him to drink 40 ounces of vodka every night before bed. Now the doctors were insisting that his career was over, and she had no idea how he would support the family. And I had no idea how Tom's injury would affect my career either, or what would happen with the belts.
Drugs of all kinds. We're talking about steroids, but there was cocaine.
This. Brett rang me. Came to see me a couple times while he's in the hospital. So he comes in, he goes, Tom, you're looking all right. Yeah, on the outside maybe, but not inside. I'm not being funny, Brett. There you go. Now we know it's true because that's his catchphrase. But I'm fucked. And he says, Brett says, Vince asked me to get the tag team belt off you and take it back to Stanford. Oh, right. Well, tell Vince he can fuck off. So there you go. That's 2. That's real. 2 separate people said. Tom Billington said, tell Vince to fuck off. Brett looked at him, though, a bit hopefully, and then his face dropped when he heard the Vince can fuck off thing. He wants those tag titles.
What does get the title off of him mean? Like, is that, like, by any means necessary?
Look, Tom, Vince needs those belts. He doesn't want to run a tournament because it'll take too long. I'm sorry, Brett, but no means no. So he gets a call from Vince, and Vince says, Tom, I don't blame you for keeping the belt. You're right to say no to Brett. But he wants them to defend the belts soon. And Tom informs him, I can't walk. And so Vince calls a week later. Hey, Tom, we need you. We need you to defend those belts, buddy. So, finally they agree that in the Sun Dome in Tampa on January 26th, they'll drop the titles to the Hart Foundation.
Why are you traveling all the way to Tampa if you can barely walk?
Well, he tells Vince, I'm going to need somebody. I can't do this on my own. So they send Arnold Scollin's son, George.
All right, we're sending you George.
He travels with them. He's in a wheelchair. He says in this match, and I could not find the entrance. You can find the match. I could not find the entrance to this match.
I watched.
He walks linked arm in arm with Davey so he can make it down to the ring. What's funny about this is Bret Hart recalls this, but he recalls that we talked about this. Bret Hart's recollection of how matches actually went is wrong. And in his book, this recollection is wrong. He says he hits Dynamite Kid with the chair and knocks him down, but it's not.
Listen, Bret probably did that in fucking 4 dozen matches.
I'm sorry, but
with all that crack that he smoked, he probably can't remember.
He says, what is it? Who is it? Third chat. Jimmy Hart is the one that cracks him, and he lays down, and then Davey Boy Smith goes in the ring for about 4 minutes, and they won the titles. But I did have it underlined for Brett's because Brett You still hear me? Are we still good? Because Brett does do the thing of like people crying.
I'm sorry.
What?
I'm sorry. Keep going.
The next afternoon at the Tampa Sundome, some of the boys had to blink back tears as Davey helped the frail shell of the Dynamite Kid through the backstage area. When Tom painfully pulled on his gear, it hung on him, and even I felt tears come to my eyes at seeing this broken machine that once ran like no other. Dynamite
was crying from the showers.
Dynamite hadn't even got to the ring when I came from behind and delicately knocked him to the ground with Jimmy's megaphone.
Why is this necessary?
I looked down at my new belt, realizing that what being a champion had cost Tom. I wondered what it would cost me, and in that moment I vowed to never forget that wrestling is a work. You got that? We talked about it at the time. All the way back then, Brett claims that he vowed that he'd never forget that wrestling's a work.
Correct.
Whoops. So, what do I have here? So he's taking steroids again. He's debating like, okay, I could get a regular job that pays me $300 or $400 a week, or I can make it to WrestleMania and get $20,000 for one night's work. And this started getting me thinking about how, the wrestlers will talk about if you're on the B tour, which often they were, you're making less money, you're not on the A tour, you're looking for those big paydays at the like a WrestleMania. There weren't all the pay-per-views that were there that now there were, or they're basically always just looking towards like WrestleMania as the big payday. And look, I hate to bring Sopranos up, but it reminded me of like how much is he killing himself for essentially maybe $200,000. I know it's in 1980 or whatever, 1983, but still, he's acting like if you just didn't get a regular job and wasn't, and he's keeping healthy and he's with his family, the give and take, they're like, oh, but making $200,000 a year and being paralyzed and addicted to drugs.
The problem is you're taking like him sincere at that. That's just the lie that is told to mask the sickness of.
Thank you. That's what I'm talking about. This
thing as a professional wrestler.
He even, I think, again later in the chapter, I could be wrong, but in another later point, he trots out the. And I traveled the world on someone else's dime. It's like, shut the fuck up. You just said in another chapter you're barely ever in the town. It's not registering. When wrestlers say that, it's like, I've seen all the Holiday Inns and all over the world. They all look the same. So WrestleMania 3 is coming up. He needs the money. What did I write here? Be normal. Not be normal. I don't know what I was. He says I need the money. So he said, he does the thing where he goes, they filled up the Silver Dome with 93,000 fans. Then the Pope came and only 35,000 people saw him. We outdrew the Pope. You Mark.
Yeah, 35? Boy, that's weird.
What he writes. Yeah.
You're really taking off a lot. Pope ain't drawn a quarter house.
I think it's an established they drew the same or the Pope drew more.
They both hey, wait till Pope Leo comes back home. Soldier Field is gonna hold fucking 500,000 easy. Overflow into Grant Park. If I'm ever going to convert Catholic, it's under Pope Leo. Just saying.
So,
how awesome is it that the Pope is a Bears fan? Like,
sure.
Good.
That's the dream, is having the Pope being a fan of your football team.
They're probably going to win a Super Bowl while he's Pope.
Absolutely. As soon as they move to Arlington.
They should do a team visit to the Vatican. Have him holding up
God, did they do Super Bowl Shuffle 2 at the Vatican? Oh my God, Caleb Williams doing the Super Bowl shuffle.
Like blue and orange smoke comes out of the.
Oh yes.
Do it.
Don't blaspheme my faith.
He's talking about Harley Race and the Junkyard Dog, the NWA champion. You know, he's talking about WWE kind of like eliminating everything. He writes that Harley was making it difficult, right, for them to move in on the territory, threatening them with buckets of acid. I hadn't heard that one.
I got this acid.
Which is like, I don't even know if he really did that threat. Harley, what? Isn't the acid burning through the buckets? What are you talking about? Where are you even getting acid? What is he talking about?
The buckets splashing and him just, a little bit just kind of, I got you.
But what's he going to do with the bucket? What's his plan? To burn a hole in the ring? Or he's throwing it at Vince?
Yeah, he's going to disfigure him.
Yeah, that shows you coming into my territory. Or alternatively, locking the arena doors so they can't get the ring up. That seems more. Oh, Harley locked the doors and then he said he lost the key. Well, okay. Real loser shit. So when he shows up, he's in the Howard Johnson Hotel in Toronto. He sees Harley Race, who's now working for the WWF. And he says, "What are you doing here?" "Tommy, if he can't beat him, join him." Phil Brooks is hero. That's absolutely correct. Tom feels horrible. He's in pain all the time. Things seem different between me and Davey Boy. And he says they never had words. And of course he says that's because Davey was a coward. He never would have words with me. And when I think about it, I probably did lose my temper on him from time to time. But it was one time he asked him for a favor. He doesn't say what the favor was, but Davey wouldn't do it. And he said, "I brought you to Canada, took you to Japan, got you in the WWF, and you're nothing but a selfish bastard." But Davey says, "Yeah, Tommy, you're right. I'm sorry. You have done a lot for me."
Hold on, bud.
And then he just says, Davey was a follower. He's not a leader. And I've always been happy with my decisions, and I always usually decided right.
Okay. You sure?
And he talks about they go to Calgary. They're with the WWF. They go to help Stu out as a favor to Stu. They're not going to get paid for it. Then Vince finds out, and he wasn't happy. This made me think about when Brett would be like, Vince is always like kicking the shit out of Stu and not paying him and shit. Like, I thought the deal was that Stu and Vince would be like working together.
I'm anxious to learn, just as you are.
That's right. I'm anxious as you are. Hold on, what's this one?
If I saw something like that, I'd call the authorities.
Authorities. This is what Vince. Remember.
Not the police.
Vince,
not the police.
The authority. Almost says it like Cartman. The authority. Let me hear it one more time.
If I saw something like that, I'd call the authorities.
The authorities. He gets every syllable of that. The authorities.
He's a New Englander.
He calls them up, hearing that they worked this show for free. And God, Stu, just getting his ass kicked by Vince. "I don't care whether it's your day off or not. When you're with the WWF, you don't work for anybody else. Independent contractors." So I like that he's already talked about Chief J, but then here he just throws in real name Joe Scarpa. They say he can't do something. They're going to wrestle somebody, but one of the guys doesn't know. Samu doesn't show up, so Chief J goes, "Tom, just walk around the ring." And then he goes, well, I can't. I left my cape at home, his Union Jack cape. And he basically, this is just a story where he's like, Davey Boy called my wife. And then my wife called and was like, I have it here at home. Come and get it. And he's like, God damn it. I didn't want to walk out. Like, he just didn't. He's already at the building. And he was like, couldn't even be bothered to like go out. He truly wanted to get paid just for showing up.
Don't we all?
Yes. But then.
Has communism won in New York yet?
Polls don't close till
like Spanberger won in New Jersey, or no, not New Jersey, Virginia. Sorry.
Oh, wow.
I was looking at okay. Wins Virginia? Abigail Spanberger wins Virginia governor race.
Who's that?
She's a Dem.
Obama was just stumping for her big time.
Part of the problem, I was informed, is that a lot of Trump has not been out and about campaigning for Republicans like he should be.
It's very true.
So there you go. 55 to 44. Pretty big. Dem for Attorney General. Okay. Let's see. Chief J shows up in the dressing room.
Hi, how are you?
I need a favor, Tom. Can you get some steroids for my son?
Boo, boo, boo.
What?
You missed it. That's okay.
No, I did. I heard it. I just
missed another guest singer.
No, I didn't. I heard it.
Okay. It was one of those that took me a second, so it hit harder.
Oh, no.
Colonel De Beers Black.
Okay. I need a favor, Tom. Can you get some steroids for my son?
Man, the things fathers will do for their sons.
Can we? What is he? Larry, can you look up a picture of Chief J's son? I don't know. What does he look like? Does he need steroids?
I don't think he ever got in the business that I know of. Now, I do know George Sculland, I believe, was like Arnold was getting them for George. That came out in the Zahorian trial.
Who's getting steroids for Tatanka's sons?
Oh, I think he's clearly getting.
So does that make Tatanka a better father than Chief J?
If you had to guess how many bottles of steroids Tom has on his person, what do you think?
Ooh. So he's on the road?
Yep. Where are they? They're at the Saddle Dome.
I'll say 30. I don't remember.
Or no, they're at I don't know where they're at.
What did he say? I don't remember.
I've got 20 bottles. What do you want? I'll buy 10 off you. No, you won't. And I gave him 10.
No, you won't.
Yeah, because he's trying to get out of like a fine. But then Chief J goes, "You're still fined $200." What for? For being late. Well, I wasn't wrestling tonight. You were still late. And so then he just leaves and he just like quits. He kind of like quiet quits the WWF.
Okay, that's definitely like a scene in like whatever like A&E or HBO wrestling documentary that has to get made one day.
Chief J's holding the 10 bottles in his hands, and then Tom walks past him.
He's like, I'm finding you $200 for being late.
Brett's doodling a picture of Chief J with a big penis for a nose.
Peanut butter, come here, bud.
Get that for a sound drop, Larry. I dare you. Eventually, Vince McMahon calls him. Michelle answers. Tom, come to the Capitol Center in Washington, D.C. Tim Hornbaker's like,
3,452 at
what was the gate?
God damn it, Tim.
Tom Hornbaker reading books and just going.
Wrestling was on the way out again.
Yeah.
Remember when it was just a list of wrestlers?
I love it, yes. And who was on that roster at that show at the Capitol Center? Well,
Greg Valentine.
Don Morocco, King Kong Bundy. So he goes to the Capitol Center, but he forgot it was an afternoon show. Whoops. Everyone's at the bar drinking. He does a little bit of a... He looks around and goes, a little bit early for that, isn't it? They'd already wrestled. So he goes to Hershey Park, Pennsylvania. Vince was there. Tom, can I have a word? Why did you walk out of the building in Calgary? And he says he didn't want to snitch on Chief Jane, his son.
You don't snitch. You don't tell.
There you go. That's right. I don't know, Vince. Things just got me down. I suppose I went a bit haywire. He says he hadn't shaved for 4 days, so he's got a beard. Right. And Vince is kind of like looking him up and down and goes, what's this? You know I like my baby faces to be clean shaven.
God, what a fucking psychopath.
I feel like he probably like ran his like finger up against his like face.
Yeah. He's like, what's going on here?
Organization. I want a wholesome organization.
That's right. He runs a wholesome organization. Tom, do me a favor. Shave it off. And I'm confused here. He goes, that was the end of me going AWOL. It was forgotten, but I didn't forget who was at the bottom of it. I said, what are you going on about right now?
A chief?
I guess. He's like, I'll never forget the chief. So he says in Pennsylvania, by the way, if you didn't know, this was published whenever. What was it? When was it published? 97 something or 2000? 99. That was where wrestlers picked up their steroids. In Pennsylvania, you don't say. Roddy Piper gave me 10 vials of the stuff because he decided to give steroids up. Could have had me fooled. Roddy Piper was on steroids. Okay, sure. Was he just not working out? Was just getting it for the bulk of it all?
I mean, he's a weird dude.
He's just taking it for the intense aggression.
Or to work out less.
Yeah, I mean, he was. If you're doing steroids,
he's bigger than you think, and I bet you clean, he's probably 160 pounds.
Well, yeah, I mean, then we saw what happened to him when he was just not doing
giant
anything.
Gay. Like if you put like Roddy Piper in AEW, he'd be towering over everybody.
How much can we talk? I don't know. Has it ever been documented? You know, at the end when he's older and he was like at the big belly.
Mm-hmm.
How much did Vince hate that?
Oh yeah, it was.
He hated that, right?
You're a disgrace. He definitely would grab the belly and like Don Rickles in Dirty Work.
What are you hiding under there? So Hershey Park, you know where they got him from? George the Horian. We were supposed to be seeing him to have our blood pressure checked, but we were really was picking up our supply of drugs, our little brown bags, lucky bags, Valium, steroids, Halcyon, but not cocaine. Got that? Okay. George the Horian, not dealing cocaine. He's like, checking your lucky bag. There's a little extra something in there. Yeah, I'm a cocaine drug dealer now.
You know what that implies to me is that he asked George Zahorian if he had cocaine.
Absolutely.
He pushes up his glasses. He's adjusting his bow tie. I mean, where would you even get something? I mean, I guess I could look into it. I mean, there are alternatives that I could prescribe you. Speed. Essentially, he's going into it like, well, essentially, it's speed. He goes into Dr. Drew mode. He's like,
you're going into the chemistry.
So yes, the chemistry of it. I mean, we could find ways to. I just want cocaine. He says, by the way, everybody, the majority are all on the steroids, Valium, cocaine, etc. There are different kinds of steroids. Tom's about to go off on steroids here. There's different kinds, don't you know? There's water-based steroids like Winstrol 5 and oil-based steroids like testosterone and decadurabolin. I use testosterone, 1,200 milligrams every day. I inject maybe every other day, 200 milligrams per 1 cc each time in alternate arse cheeks. What the hell did I write? Get it, mate? I don't know. I think I just was laughing about arse cheeks. I do testosterone on my left side, and I inject decadurabolin on my right, 50 milligrams per 1 cc on the other side. Winstrol you could take every day because it cleared through your system very quickly. The oil-based steroids like testosterone, you inject 2 or 3 times a week, but stays in your system a lot longer. You had to use a bigger needle, or 22 gauge, which is about 1.5 inches long. You had to stick it all the way in to get the stuff deep into your muscle.
You always remember the most important things.
Who explained all this to him? Because you just don't just automatically know. Like, someone had to be like, and stick it all the way in into your muscle, okay? Who was that? Name names, Tom. I want to know who was the guy that sat and he was like, okay, when you take this is how you do it. I'm guessing Tom probably told Davey, right? Tom's the one that probably taught Davey. You take steroids for 4 or 6 weeks. Larry's jotting all this down in a notebook and nodding. Then break off for a week. During that week, you had to take another drug called gonadotropin, growth hormone. Gonadotropin. Yeah, I got it.
It's not gonadotropin.
Gonad. I took it as gonad for like testosterone.
Yeah, I think it is.
Gonadotropin. Gonadotropin. Anyways, when you took steroids for a long time, your body would eventually stop making its own testosterone. Okay, yes. I'm sure in 2000 he's like, did you know?
Yeah. Listen, this is the first book that was open about it.
Yeah.
I mean, had the steroid trial even started in baseball yet?
Ooh.
The Congress thing? I don't think so.
Can you believe what steroids did to Sammy Sosa? Look at him.
He's going back the other way. He's reverted.
Angriest about steroids in sports? Joe Biden. Because that's why he wasn't a pro, he said.
No way. Shut the fuck up.
You don't remember that quote? He goes, I competed against these guys, and it makes me mad.
This guy was a known player. Don't even get me started. This guy was like a known plagiarist, a known dummy, and it just all got forgotten because he got attached to Obama. He was like a resident doofus anytime he ran for anything. And then we started acting like a doofus again on the main stage. People were like, "Holy shit!"
Remember when there was the debate and everyone's like, "He's fine. It's fine. We're safe."
Yeah, Larry, make a sound drop of getting asked about the economy, and he's like, "A migrant man raped a woman, murderer," and it's like, "What the fuck? What the fuck? This is minute 1."
I can't. It hurts.
Can we hit the on-off switch? Reboot this guy. Bernie, will you have a female vice president? I won't answer that, Joe Biden. Yes, I will. Thank you. Good questions on the debate stage. So he's trying to make his own testosterone. There were steroid pills that you could take as well, but I was told they were more dangerous because they could damage your liver and your kidneys. For example, Anadrol 50 was a white 50 milligram pill. You took one a day, and it made you very strong. There you go, Larry. Get some Anadrol, 50 milligrams.
One a day.
But warning, Larry, you'd end up with no kidneys because it was incredibly toxic. Also, by the way, you need to work out every day.
Cool.
So he's like, "That's great. We're doing great." But some of those guys, like Ray Hernandez, are like, "We just won't work out as much." He describes Ray Hernandez as a big fat bastard. And then, they end up looking like Billy Jack Haynes with the steroids. Then he saw Billy Jack, by the way, a couple years after he left the WWF. I'll be honest, he looked like a pregnant woman with a big belly.
Thanks, Tom.
Okay.
Thank you for being honest.
I wrote thank you. Yep. So he's also on Percocets. And he's taking them more or less every night before his matches. He talks about Jimmy Hart. How did Jimmy Hart get into the WWF? He's a friend of Hulk Hogan. And at one point, he had gotten into an argument with Mr. Fuji. People are scared of Mr. Fuji because he was a very gnarly prankster. And so Tom's thinking is, I'm going to pick up Fuji's hat and punch a hole in it. And then I'm going to tell Fuji that was Jimmy Hart. Known coward, Jimmy Hart.
Whoa!
This is what he says. He walks up to Fuji. He goes, "Hey, I don't want to be blamed for this one." And Fuji says, quote, "Boy-san, what's wrong?" "I'm just telling you, before you think it was me, Jimmy Hart jumped all over your bowler hat." "You're joking." "No, I watched him do it." I was like, he's just stirring shit. Guy's just racked up on Percocets and steroid. And he's like, oh my God, do you see what he did? I don't know. I kind of find it funny to see Jimmy Hart be berated by a Mr. Fuji. That does sound funny in my mind.
Oh, that's hilarious.
Fuji! I'm telling you, I didn't know. What are you talking about?
Whoa, man.
You guys ever watch Legends House? The amount of sobbing that Jimmy did?
An episode or two when the network came out. But I don't remember that much.
It was weird. Everyone's kind of like half living their gimmick, but then half kind of trying to not do it for the kid, like trying to do a reality show.
Yeah, I wasn't sure what it wanted to be.
That whole thing where Pat Patterson's talking about being gay, and then like somebody tries to start talking.
Patterson gay?
I saw Pat Patterson with his left arm on the kid's shoulder and his right hand in his crotch.
I'm so happy you mentioned Patterson.
Yeah. But then somebody's trying to talk, and then Roddy Piper gets weird, and he's like, he's talking.
Yeah,
hey, shut up.
The Patterson thing coming out, that was stupid. That was... What do we do? He worked up some tears for it, though.
And then this is where Dynamite gets kind of lame. He's like, funnily enough, no one ever played a prank on me.
You're a dick.
And he says, this is what he used to say. He says, I can't believe he's doing this. Like, is he doing this in every locker room? He's standing up before he goes in and goes, right, I'm going to the ring now. My bag's there. If you want to do something to it, do it. I don't care. And he's like, even if they did, I wouldn't care, but nobody ever did. And he's like, you would so fucking care. If someone fucking took a shit in your bag, you'd be fucking you'd be pounding your fist through every locker, like, ah.
You'd hit him in the back of the head with a hammer, claw side first.
And then he goes, well, they also know that I'm putting like fireworks in people's shoes. I'm cutting their pants with scissors. I'm, he's just like, I never hurt anybody. I was just always constantly fucking with everybody. And he talks about the Midnight Rockers, Shawn Michaels and Marty Jannetty. They're showing up. It's 1987. He says they were like two little mice. They weren't talking to anybody. And so he says blatantly, I was in a bad mood anyways. So I walked up to them. What's up with you two? You pair of pricks? Why won't you speak to other wrestlers? And Shawn Michaels says, Vince McMahon and Pat Patterson told us to keep to ourselves and stay out of trouble. And I looked up, and Shawn Michaels has talked about this, and he's flat out said when they showed up, they were told, don't rock the boat, don't say shit. And so they were quiet. He didn't say, oh, then Dynamite Kid called us out. But he was like, yeah, then some of the wrestlers were like, what the fuck? Why are they not talking to us? Claims it was because they were told to. Well, you bet a small... No, stop talking. And I said, oh, this is so fucking stupid. What a loser. Well, you better smarten up and start talking. And as I said it, I held a fist up.
Cool.
Could you imagine sitting there and Tom Billington, he's just fucking, he's like 5'2", but he's like, his shoulders are up to his ears. He's like, what? What are you talking over here? You better stop talking. And you're just like, you're so high. You're Shawn Michaels. And you're like, what? Fuck. What the fuck is happening? I'll be honest. They were good wrestlers. Anywho, he talks about the A-Team. Talks about Mr. T. He does a thing where he's like, we were even asked to appear on it, including myself, Davey Boy Smith. It was about 30 seconds right at the end of the show. It's like, cool. This guy's in 2000. He's like, and yeah, we were in the background in the A-Team. That's how hot we were. We filmed it in Gold's Gym in Los Angeles. So they definitely were just guys in the background working out. I didn't bother to look this up. 30 seconds at the end. You're putting it in your book.
Wait, so it's video of in the A-Team. I'm sorry.
Yeah, in the show.
Hogan's Rock and Wrestling.
No, he's talking about the show because Mr. T was friends. They brought in some other wrestlers.
Okay.
So then the director says at some point, we need somebody to do a headbutt. I'll do it. And then he does this thing where he's like, and then I gave the guy a real headbutt. Whoops. I was like, okay. Cool. Harley Race likes to drink. And he says this not true story. You can find it where Harley's named King of the Ring. And he has the little midget carrying his cape around. In Tom's mind, and you can look it up. We can watch it if you want.
Okay.
Where Harley, is declared king of the ring, and the Lord Littlebrook is carrying his robe, behind him in the robe, and he exits the ring. And he says that Harley misses the apron, and just like goes over the edge of the ring, and like lands on his head and cracks his crown. It's like, no, he just leaves the ring. They would not have aired that. Maybe they retaped it. I don't know, but he claims that Harley Race completely is so drunk that he just like boffs the ring exit. So, just to be clear, this is the end of the chapter. This is the end of chapter 10. Jesus. A normal working day for me was speed to wake up in the morning, catch an early flight, Valium to make me sleep on the plane, Percocet just before the match, then I'd wrestle, I'd drink beer, cocaine, early hours, then another Valium to put me to sleep. And again, like as Gus was saying, this is the life. He's like, this life is good because I'm gonna make in a day to be determined this year, I will make $20,000. All my money is going to drugs and travel. Everything's going absolutely right out the window. He already said in the beginning of the book, on paper, you're right, I did make some money. But when you balance the accounting on it,
it's stupid.
Do you want to take a break?
Yeah, because I'm going to tease you right now. I don't know why I didn't do this earlier.
Okay. Oh, shit.
I have a couple paragraphs from Diana's book about Tom Billington.
Oh, boy. Okay.
And they're batshit fucking crazy.
All right, I'm ready.
Like libelous claims are made in these paragraphs. All right.
Oh, my God. So here it is. This is what I was talking about. Oh, that's nice.
You want to hear Diana real quick?
Oh, yeah. Let's do Diana.
Okay. This is from chapter 14, entitled Horrible Happenings. In 1978, when I was in grade 10, I had my first crush, and it was on the Dynamite Kid. Blah, blah, blah.
This is Diana?
Yes, Diana.
Isn't she the same age as Davey?
I had no interest in anybody my age because they didn't measure up to Dynamite. Yes, she was in 10th grade and he was already working, so she was younger. Okay. She's just saying she had a crush on him, that's all.
Okay. She's watching the New Japan tapes? What, she got a satellite?
He was in Calgary by then.
Okay, go ahead.
All right. Dynamite, or Tom as we called him, turned out to be a sadistic, masochistic bastard. He started using steroids big time because he was always trying to stay big. And his skin eventually became infested with boils. One time, as I watched, he sliced boils right off his arm with a razor.
Nice. I believe that.
Okay, here's a story. Tom's dad, Bill Billington, we know him.
Yeah. Seems like a nice enough guy, former boxer.
Both Tom's parents were alcoholics. Tom's mother, Edna, was constantly beaten by her father, so she married Bill to escape her family. But Bill's mother, Nellie, used to say her daughter-in-law jumped from the frying pan into the fire because Bill was even rougher with her. So, you know, Tom comes from a good family.
Yeah.
Sorry. Who's Joe?
Isn't that his brother or uncle?
Beat his wife from his his grandfather.
Oh.
Okay, Joe's the grandfather. But here's a crazy story. So Dynamite Kid's grandfather, Joe, eventually died of lung cancer. He sucked back 90 hand-rolled cigarettes every day.
Whoa.
Dubious, but okay.
All you're doing is rolling cigarettes all day.
4.5 packs. The family tried to make some money in a lawsuit by saying he died because he fell down the stairs getting some money for one of his grandchildren to go to the ice cream truck. They claimed the fall caused cancer in his hip.
What?
But it was soon uncovered that he had been a chain smoker. In addition, he worked in a coal mine and spent the rest of his time in a pub. So it's no wonder that Tom, the spawn of this severely dysfunctional family, eventually became such an evil man. Okay. We know about him breaking his friend's legs. I don't know if he talks about that in the book.
I don't think he did. Did he?
The girl's legs so she could...
No, not a girl. No, yeah.
Okay. I'll spare you that one, but that one's like confirmed. Okay.
What did he do? Well, what did he do?
So J.R. Foley, do you remember J.R. Foley from Stampede? Brett would talk about him. He was an old Stampede guy.
Yeah.
His daughter was in a car accident, but she wasn't injured enough to sue. So he called Dynamite over to break her legs so that she could claim it.
Not beating the sadistic allegations. I know just the guy for this.
And he did it.
Good Lord.
Okay, but here's the libelous story.
Oh, that wasn't the libelous one?
No, this one's much worse.
What do you do? Drop a flying headbutt on her legs from the couch or something? Like, how do you...
Okay. Tom threw a cocaine party for Wayne's girlfriend, Sandra, and his wife, Michelle. Okay?
Yeah.
But he spiked their drinks with sedatives, and they were rendered unconscious. Tom then proceeded to have his fun with Michelle. A little later, she began to come to, and she told me she witnessed Tom raping Sandra, who was still completely senseless. Yep. So,
fuck him.
Wow.
She claims that was Michelle's last straw, and that's when she took the kids and moved out.
The cocaine party was the last straw. Tom's like, I'm going to throw a cocaine party.
Okay.
Got my
You want to know what the last sentence of this chapter is? Diana's so funny.
I still had a crush on him.
The last I heard, Tom is in a wheelchair and is so incapacitated that he urinates in a tin can that he keeps by his side.
Well, that's just impossible. If you're incapacitated, you're not making the tin can shot.
You don't think he picks it up and just...
Well, you're incapacitated.
You got capacity. You got a capacity to pick up a tin can.
How are you reaching in a wheelchair down to the floor to the tin can? It's probably already full of piss, too. You're probably just jostling piss on yourself. Or is he aiming it? His little pecker's just peeking out and he's aiming the arc into the tin can. Oh, I got it.
No, I think he's bringing it up to him, but it's kind of weird because it's a tin can and it kind of like goes over the entire thing. And it's
who's the guy who like hangs out with? His buddy he hangs out with. He's like, oh, Hey, Billy, get my can. It's
time to visit. Time to fill up the tin, man.
It's time to fill up the.
I had too many points.
Was this a Wizard of Oz? I'm the Tin Man. Sking. That
Fucking
sound of like liquid hitting the fucking tin. Like, oh man. Last she heard from what? Like a family newsletter? The Hart family newsletter? Tom's not doing good. Pissing in a tin can.
Incapacitated.
Incapacitated. You know, from the wrestling. Yes, in chapter 11, this is where Tom does the thing of like, boy, have I traveled. Before he joined the WWF in 1985, he'd already seen a lot of the world. You know what? He thinks he should have seen a lot more. He'd been in every big town and city in America, but he can't really say he saw them. He admits, you know what? You're really not in there for very long. You're just in there to wrestle and then you leave, so it's not really traveling. Cool. But there's one city. This is such fucking loser shit. One city sticks out of it in this little Brit boy's mind. New Orleans, Louisiana, Bourbon Street Parade. I've been to New Orleans, and just for him to be like, oh my God, this is the height of my travels. I was like, lame.
I mean, come on. Not to besmirch our listeners in jolly old England, but you know, I think St. Louis would seem like a big city, you know, compared to Wigan.
There was music. People play. This is so stupid. There was music. People playing trumpets. People dressed in colorful costumes, dancing and singing. Hundreds of people were lining the street to watch, and the atmosphere was fantastic. Behind the crowds were all these old-fashioned buildings. He's from the UK. Like you see in the films, in the cinema. There were bars, strip clubs, whorehouses. I like this. This is where it takes it. Where it's like, okay, Tom, sex shops. All right.
Maybe where Tom's from was like bombed out during the raids or whatever.
Michelle, it's like nothing you've ever seen. They had dildos in the window, right there in the shop. Not that I went in any of them.
Window.
He does do that.
In the window.
He does that. He lists all these like things where he's perving out, and then he goes, "Oh, not that I didn't go in any of them." Wink. But Bourbon Street was an experience, and we're the marks. We're the marks. Remember how Bret Hart and Tom Billington write about traveling? I've never in my life, in all my travels, have ever had this like outer body experience, this cultural shift in my mind, where I'm just like, I can't believe this. What?
No, I don't think
their mindset? Is it their mindset? Like how they are? Because they're kind of, look, I'm going to say it. Wrestlers are kind of simpletons. They're kind of nutty.
Yeah.
I mean, they're both from kind of backwoods areas, right? When you think about it, I mean, Calgary is not exactly New York.
I remember my brother calling from Europe, and he was just like, "It's just kind of annoying over here." Like he was just like, I get the thing, like the bit. He was like talking to some waiter, and the waiter's like being a prick, and he was just like, "But he's like, can we not? Like, I get the bit, but can we not? Like, I'm just here, you know, like." But no, he wasn't like, "Oh my God, could you believe that some of these buildings are so old?"
I'm an architecture and history nerd, so I'm romantic about that sort of shit. But
I'll say this: when I was in New Orleans, one of the bars, it was like very wooden and very sunken, and they were like, "This is one of the oldest bars." I turned to my wife and said, I'd like to drink in this bar. It's one of the oldest. Clearly, it's sinking into the ground and it's all wood. And they were playing the Saints game. And I said, can I just sit here with these people that are watching the Saints? I don't particularly care win or lose. I just like to have a couple drinks here. And that's it. That was all. That for me is like, I'm just sitting here in this place that looks kind of old. I mean, it was still a bar. They had like shit, like current shit on the wall, like Saints gear and shit like that. Ownership has changed many times over the years. But I mean, I don't know. We were with a friend of hers too that was like looking. You ever travel with somebody and they're looking for like some kind of experience that they're never going to get?
Yeah, that's annoying.
She's looking for some kind of thing, and I'm going, how much more are we going to walk looking for some kind of happening, some kind of thing that was happenstance moment? It's fine. Everyone's just drinking. Like, well, can we just be like, just walk? You know what I mean? Can we just, we're just walking. What's happening? First of all, my knees, these sidewalks.
You talked about this last week.
Oh, we did?
Yeah, because we talked about New Orleans.
Because Chaperone is still in New Orleans. No, yes. The sidewalks in New Orleans and my knees were not agreeing, and the hobbleness of it all. Is that a word, Colin? Hobbleness? I was feeling very, very hobbledy. So that was by the way, he goes, so that was New Orleans. I just want to recap what he said. Trumpets, costumes, dancing, singing, old-fashioned buildings, bars, strip clubs, whorehouses, sex shops. That was New Orleans. He did the guided tour. This is another one. This is fucking stupid. I did the guided tour of Graceland.
Oh, God.
And the Lisa Marie, the aeroplane, and he's aeroplane.
I
that
did
Elvis
that,
named.
and it's like the most nothing tour in the world. The fact that he felt included in it, like it was a life. Oh, come on.
You've gone to Grace. I have not gone to Graceland.
Yeah. I went on the Elvis
Was it cool?
plane. I mean, yeah, but it's not like I wouldn't put it in a book.
You're on your deathbed. You're like, and then there was Graceland.
Yes, if I was pissing in a tin cup, I would not. That would not be a part of my story.
Pissing in a tin cup. Oi, Bill, you ever been to Graceland?
Oi,
Hold on.
TCB.
Well, tin cup's full. Okay, so back to Graceland. And by the way, the aeroplane that Elvis named after his daughter. It's in Memphis. Then he writes, and this is a world traveler, guys. Las Vegas, I saw only the one time. Well, great. Guess what, buddy? I beat you. Been to Las Vegas sorry. Just been recently. Look at me. Las Vegas, too. It's like, it's Las Vegas. He thought New Orleans was like Las Vegas. He just goes, Las Vegas, I've been once. We were wrestling. Now this gets confusing. Maybe someone can clue me in. Las Vegas. He's in Las Vegas. We were wrestling in a place called Notre Dame College. Only in America they pronounce the Dame as in same. Is there a Notre Dame College in Las Vegas? Am I confused?
No.
Or is Tom confused?
Tom's confused.
As we drove into Vegas, because then I'm going, what the fuck is happening? As we drove into Vegas, Davey spotted the sign for the college and shouted, Tommy, this is it, Notre Dame. As I tried to find a parking space, he said, Tommy, is this where the hunchback came from? That's where I wrote, what is happening?
Yeah, no, I'm Googling it. There's absolutely nothing here. I thought there might have been because there's a Notre Dame in Cleveland, but it's a girls' college.
Right.
I don't know what the fuck he's talking about.
So Davey and him are in Las Vegas. They think they see Notre Dame And then Davey's like, that's where the hunchback comes from.
I mean, maybe they just saw a church.
Do we even believe that Davey Boy Smith knows about Quasimodo?
No. No.
Or even Tom is like, it's Quasimodo, you daft cunt. So he's talking about tag teams. He's just talking about like wrestling. He's just talking like shit. He's like, oh, we're not being pushed. Oh, he brings up King Kong Bundy. He's like, look at him. He was a main eventer, and then he's jobbing out. That's how quick it can happen. Then he's says, by the way, the Rougeaus, Jacques and Ray, I'll be honest, never liked them. They would speak French to each other, even if you were sitting next to them.
That's the most British thing in the world. They're speaking French. I hate them.
Yeah. And they're laughing. You're not in on the joke. You're nervous. You're like, what are they fucking talking about? They're probably laughing at me. So he does he gets a toy made out of them. The British Bulldogs. We're earning an extra $10,000 a quarter in royalties. So there you go, $40,000 a year tacked on to that $20,000. So there you go, $60,000. Now, if you add up all the house shows, you're getting maybe another $10,000
minus drugs, travel, hotel,
yeah,
taxes.
Yeah. And Larry'd be so proud. I have literally nothing underlined. Right. He brings up the Ultimate Warrior. And I just underlined where he's like, oh, Ultimate Warrior, he was the shits. But then he's like, I never, what a way to talk about it. His gimmick went down a treat with the fans. Oh, did it? It went down a treat.
I wouldn't write him.
His gimmick went down a treat with the fans. Nothing. It's like a Harley Race story where Harley Race is just like drunk. He loves the Harley Race's drunk stories where he's just like drunk driving.
No, I forgot about this until
I gotta ask. What did Harley
John
Race
Moxley stuff last week? Let me say this.
Okay, go ahead. Go ahead. Yeah.
When the Moxley stuff was coming out, Harley was driving drunk and killed his first wife.
What Moxley stuff came out?
Well, remember someone compared Moxley to Harley.
I don't know that. No, I didn't. What was
Oh,
this?
and everyone lost their minds. And JBL was the only one who actually defended Moxley. I think it might have been Tony Khan or Dave Meltzer, but one of them said that
oh God,
Moxley is like a modern day Harley Race. And suddenly everyone became Harley Race experts.
I know, right? Right, exactly. I love it when the modern fan talks about it. Nobody watches more old stuff than Gus, so I feel like Gus is the actual expert on who's a one-to-one on anybody. And I will say this, and feel free to disagree. And I have you guys are well aware, I will admit to having a low opinion about like old territory wrestlers and what have you. Like it doesn't do anything for me, which is fine. Wrestling's subjective. When I see a Terry Funk being all sloppy and I see Moxley being all sloppy and silly, I kind of see that's the parallel I draw. Terry Funk and Moxley.
No, I was going to say Funk. Yeah, Funk is what I was going to say.
There you go.
More than Harley.
Harley is bebopping around, I guess. Moxley is definitely selling more these days, like bopping around the ring and like he's added that like element to where he's like now become this like old heel that's like everyone kicks the shit out of. And he's not really like quote unquote tough. He's like he acts tough, but then you get him in the ring, he's like but yeah, Harley, I don't know. What was Harley Race's style? I can't even think of anybody that would be like a Harley Race. I mean, I'm trying to think of Harley Race.
It wasn't stylistically. I don't remember the quote, but I don't know.
Like a fake tough guy that's like, I'm going to beat the hell out of you. And then he's like bouncing around the ring. His fro is bopping around. But I was gonna ask, and I hate the Phil Brooks thing, but like, what did Harley? I really would love to time travel and be like, Harley Race, do you actually like Phil Brooks, or are you just like acting like you like him because you like the company of young men, like respecting you? Do you really like? Have you actually seen him? Like, do you really care? Because he holds Harley Race such high esteem. It meant those barbecues meant so much to him. I mean, I could see Harley Race looking at Samoa Joe and licking his lips. Right?
What's your point? Come on.
Nothing. I just... nothing.
Don't be mad that Harley never said anything good about you.
I know. If only I would have been... He would have loved... I would have been putting firecrackers. I'd be like, I'll go drunk driving with you. Fuck yeah, let's go. Between the two of us, we'll find the line. We'll find the lane.
Would you have let him stun you, though? Yeah, that was...
Oh, the taser? Fuck yeah. Do I get to stun you back? Hell yeah, dude. Let's drool together on the lawn. The smoker is just like overcooking the meat as we're just like frothing on the ground. Oh,
I need a kabuki sound drop.
Kabuki. Projected winner. Oh, no. Mom Donnie. Let's see. Things weren't going so well at home with Michelle. We'd almost become strangers. And then he just goes back to wrestling. He's like, anyways, I was wrestling the Dream Team. And I just like that little paragraph in there where he's like, just by the way, couple months before my son was born. Love my son. Still love him. Also, his mom and I were complete strangers. Then I was wrestling Greg Valentine and Honky Tonk Man. He goes to Vince. He goes, I think maybe we should turn. Davey chimes. Then Davey Boy chimes in. Yeah, we could shave our heads and get some bulldogs tattooed on the side of them. Do you think this really happened in this meeting with Vince?
No.
Because then Tom claims he turns around and he goes, yeah, you do that, fucking idiot.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
Okay, they're in the meeting. They think that it'll be too small, even him and British Bulldog. He runs out of his usual steroids, and he decides to take some horse steroids instead.
Cool.
Got it from
take what? A lower dose if you're taking horse steroids, or do you take a higher dose?
You probably go to the guy and you go, how much does the horse weigh? And then you do whatever you weigh, do the ratio to that.
Okay.
Animals have different tolerances, though.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, I wouldn't.
Dogs famously handle much more opiates than humans do. Don't ask how I know that. Yes.
That's true.
I'm picturing the alternative timeline where McGruff, the crime dog, gets a
and he's disappointed with his heroin scores because they're not getting him high enough.
Is that why when we got painkillers for my dog, the vet was like, and don't take these?
Possibly.
I was licking my lips.
This says more about you than this.
Licking my lips and going, just a half a tablet, huh? Who gets the other half? He got him from the vet.
I don't know the dosing on horse steroids, so no.
Well, he got him from a vet close to his home. He just knows a guy. He goes, what's that guy that wrote All Living Creatures, Big and Small? Remember that book? There's like an British or hold on. Does anybody know this book? I used to love this as a kid. I read this. It was in my dad's house. All Creatures, Great and Small. It was a book written by a vet. Was he like an English, like in 1930s and 40s? Like he's a vet in Yorkshire.
That's my people.
Yes. by James Herriot. Died in 1995. So there you go. And it's just like about him like going around like small. Willie has like a single tear running down his cheek right now. He's going around, he's taking care of like a sheep. So he's asking a guy like that. He's asking James Herriot, like, so the steroids, what do I got to do? The label read for intramuscular use with horses only, and there's a picture of a horse on it. Well, yeah, it's steroid for horses.
Why is he doing this again?
He says, I didn't care. I was desperate. He'd run out of his usual stuff.
Oh, okay.
I knew I had to take something, so I shot it. He wakes up. Yeah, I guess. You can't go a day. You can't wait. Like, if you cycle all, you can't adjust the cycle. You're on a regiment.
It's all fucking psychological.
So I woke up. It's 2 in the morning. He's freezing cold and he's sweating. He feels terrible. He turns on everything. He even turns the burners on his stove on and sat over them to try and get warm. I don't believe that. You burn your little buttocks. You turn this. What is he? I mean, what is he doing? He's putting something over, like a towel over the burner, and burn the towel. What are you talking about? Sitting over the burners. When I look back to what I did that day, I know it could have killed me. I thought I read more. Did we not get to the point where he was like, I'm injecting? Did I not underline that? Where he was saying he was injecting something into his shoulder? Remember?
Yeah, cortisone.
Yeah, I did not underline that. He was injecting cortisone into his shoulder before every match. Oh, it was last week, a few weeks ago. Okay. Yeah, and the doctor said you're only supposed to do that every, like, once a year, twice a year maybe, and he's doing it before every match. So yes, okay. So he's got all the burners on. He's doing a show. He starts feeling a little goofy in San Francisco at the Cow Palace, and he's going up an escalator, and then he wakes up in the hospital essentially. I'd had my first seizure. And you think I would have read more because we had a week off. I didn't. That was it. We'll probably finish the book in the next couple weeks.
Good.
But yeah, next up is the Rougeau, something, the fight. That's a big chunk of the book of him getting into it and getting all his teeth knocked out or whatever the fuck. And
you want to watch a funny random clip that I had queued up here for a minute?
Sure. Yeah. I mean, we still got minutes. We can go a little bit.
I don't know. I just saw the title and I want to watch it. So it's Larry Zbyszko being asked if Rick Rude really died after shooting Viagra into his dick.
Oh, no.
And it's our friend Hannibal.
Nice.
Oh, sorry.
Rick Rude in the dressing room in WCW during the time of Bill Watts.
Oh my God, he looks like shit.
You were at least employed during that
time. Is this recent?
Do you remember hearing anything about this, or is this Eric Watts' imagination?
To be honest with you,
what?
I really don't remember.
That's what he sounds like now?
He wasn't there that long, was he? I mean,
no, I think.
Wow,
How old is he?
That.
How old is
Probably
he?
75. Larry.
Good Lord.
Lawrence Whistler.
He's doing the thing where he's like that kind of nursing home thing where he's like
he's
he
only
can't
73.
Like, where his eyes can't even open. And people thought Biden was out to lunch. This guy can't even open his fucking eyes. His eyes are closed. He's like,
I think when Bill was out, I think Eric was brought back during the NWO time, but as a jobber.
Yeah, maybe.
Different gimmick. But Bill kind of pushed him.
He's like a side character in The Godfather.
But I really didn't know him. I don't know. I never really heard about that. And then once in a while there might be a push and shove in the locker room, but that was pretty rare. And Rick Rude wasn't 100% mental player.
See, Hannibal doesn't even know the story. I do. That's what's fucked up. Hannibal's a fucking idiot. This happened in 92.
But he's got a mirror looking at his chandelier.
I'm pretty sure this story is in Sex, Lies, and Headlocks.
Either.
Okay,
so nothing Rick Rude would do would surprise me. But I really don't know anything about that. I mean...
Did you ever hear about that rumor of why Rick Rude killed himself? Because allegedly he tried to inject himself with that Viagra stuff and something went wrong.
It was something weird. It wasn't Viagra. It was something new that came up because they were going through the era of the steroids.
Keeps clicking him larger.
And I never
Wait, did that say
steroids.
regular
I
human?
240.
Go back. What did Larry put into his thing?
I thought that was a super chat.
It said regular
super chat.
Oh, it's a super chat. I thought that's what he'd put in. Regular human, Larry. It said yes. This guy put in regular human. Larry is a great legend. That's not that guy's real.
But I think Larry's going to say something very kind. See, now I'm questioning his mental faculties.
Well,
he's talking about steroids now. But let's go.
A chin implant?
New
Is
that
his
came
chin
up
really
because
like that?
they were going through the era of the steroids. And
The
I never
era
did
of the steroids.
I was 245, 50 pounds in my prime. And because I already had a name and tons of heat, it wouldn't do me any good to take steroids. I waste money. I hate needles. And, I was already over, so why bother? And again, I hate needles and injecting. I never got a flu shot. Never got the flu.
That's okay.
But
all right, well.
What?
I don't know. Just to be just to underline how much I hate needles. I never got the flu shot. Hannibal, you better follow up with what other things have you not
Rick
gotten?
was into a lot of steroid abuse. And there was something else. I can't remember the name of this product that came out because steroids were starting to get heat. In the old days, people really didn't pay much attention to it, but then it became illegal.
Human growth hormone, I think you might be thinking of. Because
maybe that's it, but I know that whatever it was that Rick Rude was, if you knew Rick, if it said take, 1 teaspoon, he'd drink half the bottle. Rick was a little out there. But yeah, he overdosed on something.
Larry's reminding me of a friend of mine so much right now, and that guy's so fucking...
Yeah, sad situation. Another...
so he's got no... Okay.
What is Hannibal wearing on his head? What is that?
Oh,
that's not really a beret.
Listen, Hannibal just released a movie.
Do you want to watch it?
It's a horror short. It's 15 minutes long. It's
Gus,
hilarious.
are you down to watch this?
How long is it?
15.
It's 15 minutes? Yeah, it's not long.
That's fine.
Let's watch it.
Okay.
Larry's been dying to do this, and yes, I watched a couple minutes of it.
With very little iron. I should say that
Excuse
Joe
me?
Rogan spoke with
it's
Elon Musk
fucking
Friday.
auto playing. Sorry.
What's going on?
Yeah.
Just Joe Rogan and Nickel.
Okay. Where is this fucking movie? Of course he doesn't have it separated.
He took it down. He's like, people keep making fun of me.
We've never looked the other way in anything.
Here we go.
What's this?
I saw Pat Patterson with his left arm on the kid's shoulder and his right hand in his crotch.
Okay. All right.
Okay. Here we go. Blood Hunter, Thirst, and Rage.
Okay. What is that? I can't hear anything. Get that up. Foley artist doing his job. Lettuce. They all sound the same.
It's like Rocky.
It's like an almost match. Yeah. Boom. Good selling. What is this, at a church?
Yeah, it's like Rocky.
Oh, he's dead. Killed him. It's David Arquette.
I have to tell you, there's a cameo from Don Fry in this.
What?
You've seen Don Fry recently, right?
No.
No, not
course I
Dynamite.
haven't.
I'm sorry. Tank Abbott.
No, I haven't seen him either.
Boy. Okay, you're in for a treat.
Who directed this? Hannibal?
Yeah.
He's not a man. He's
not a man. He's a beast. Hey, there's the Rent's Too Damn High guy.
So,
Gus, you're asking about him. There he was, in the top hat.
are there any lions out there ready to poke the storm? Or just sheep watching thunder?
Oof. Do you write this too?
Poke the storm?
Poke the storm. And that's Hannibal?
Yeah. That's
With
the guy
the-
who
what?
thinks he should have Kevin Owens' spot.
Why is his
Wah,
hair
wah,
like
wah.
that? Wah, wah, wah. What? Rewind that. Wah,
have
wah,
a
wah.
lion.
Yeah.
Wah, wah.
Wah, wah, wah.
Wah, wah, wah.
Well, well, well.
We have our lion.
I love the guy in the top hat. Put money on
We don't
this
have
guy.
enough
That
money
guy's
in the
happy.
budget for reshoots.
Just go with it. He said wah wah. You sure? He said wah wah wah. No. Just keep going. He's smelling the fake money. He loves it. Okay. Well, don't push the promoter. Ooh, headbutt. Body shots. Headbutt again. The choreography is off the chain. Body shots. Body shots. Body shots. Oh. Oh, he's got him now. Oh, another headbutt. Why is everyone in the audience so old? I'm so confused about the setting. You know what I mean? The crowd. Ooh. Every shot sounds the same. Ooh, he stabbed his ass. Oh my god. Well, yeah. Is that legal? What did he stab him with? Oh, now they're scared. They're like,
He had
oh,
a
shit.
shank in his boot.
Oh, he grabbed a shank in his boot. Okay. They should have cut at least back to the promoter going, no refunds, no refunds.
Yeah, there he is. See, he's
Oh, there
leaving
he
with
is.
the money.
Give me the money.
Wait, pause. Why did he pitch down his voice? What happened there?
He turned
What's that
demonic,
about?
I think.
Oh, he's a demon. Now he's sleeping with a woman, I guess. Okay.
Yes. He just fantasy booked himself with a woman.
Okay.
Well, it's gonna get worse. Don't worry. You better believe he wrote a fuck scene into this thing.
Oh no.
There's someone at the door.
Sound drop that. Sound drop. Wah wah wah.
Baby, we need to talk to you about the fight last night. What are you
Did
talking
you
about?
shiv a guy in
You know
the
what I'm
head?
talking about.
Better actor than Triple H or worse?
I want to say better. Honestly, I'm gonna say better.
Who was that?
Was this Al Snow's wife?
The
Oh,
police.
come on.
What did they want?
Nothing.
What?
No.
I don't know
Crackling
what they were asking
dialogue.
about,
What did the police want? Nothing.
underground
What?
fighting, like street fights going on.
That's weird. What did you tell them?
That I didn't know of any.
And that was it. If you knew about any underground street fighting?
Yeah, and I guess somebody was
Is
killed
it really
last
his
night.
hair?
I don't know, whatever.
Is that how he goes through life
Don't
like
know
that?
any.
Maybe that's why he was wearing that beret and the.
He thought he should be in Kevin. He should be Kevin Owens, but his hair is like that. He just wears it parted down the middle like that. No one in his life is like, bro, stop it.
Anything about this, right? Jesus, Hannibal, please tell me you weren't fighting until
He's
Cooking Gloves
himself?
last night.
Okay, I was there, but
Oh God.
I didn't fight much. It was just a little like back and forth dance, like
Paul
Wrestling.
and Mike Tyson, like an exhibition. Nothing like that serious.
You
Turning
know,
into
I
Woody
worry
Allen.
enough about you just wrestling.
It was just
But I
a
always
fight.
win.
I don't care. It's still dangerous.
What do you want me to do, Chris? Not wrestle, not fight. We have bills to pay.
The wrestling's one thing, but this
Another
Ninja
guy
Turtle
who can't
shit out in the
keep up.
streets.
How
Don't
else am I
laugh.
supposed to
It's
look?
not funny.
Yeah.
The head
You want me to
trauma,
take
hear about
some
these
kind
guys
of
that can't
other
even feed themselves
job?
after years of fighting.
Look, I promise I'll still be able to feed myself. We just needed a little extra money, and this is a way to pay the bills for now. You know these things can.
So
pay
he
pretty
turns
well
into a
sometimes.
demon at night.
And what about the sleep?
Like a
It
werewolf.
seems like when you're not out fighting, you're just pacing the halls here all night.
That's part of the reason.
Pacing the
I'm
halls
going
of our
to see
apartment.
The psychologist. He's probably going to be able to get me some sleep medication.
Okay, sleeping fine, but what about the fighting?
I promise I'm not going to fight much more.
Many more or any more?
I'll aim for any more.
Good. And that wasn't you that killed that guy, right?
No,
She knows about that. It's hit the news.
I was
Told her
somebody
that.
else.
Oh, that was what they were there about, a death.
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah, this is better than Triple H. You don't think you think Hugh's better?
I don't know who that was.
At least have
What?
that, and then have the camera pan to the window.
I don't
to
know
see what
who was.
Him. He's going. I don't know who that was.
See, he didn't
And
put
then-
enough emphasis on who, though. He just said, I don't
Well,
know
yeah,
who that was.
yeah. He said it very blankly. I'm saying at least then move the camera to like whatever
A
he's
mirror
looking
shot.
at. Yeah, a mirror, and he's looking, and then like maybe even insert a shot where he's like. He has a great relationship with his church. Say that. 'Cause they got all the shots they needed. Okay. Ron White is bothering some poor woman. Or is that Ron Perlman? I don't know. That's funny. I like that. That's good. No, Paul, they take some vampire's going to bite a woman, then it's him, I guess, biting into a carrot or a cucumber or something. It's funny.
Wasn't it Cookie?
I don't know what it was. What was it? It's in his hand. It's funny. Oh,
There's a cookie, I think.
it's good. It's funny.
Carrot.
It's funny. First choice bail bonds. They definitely put money into this thing. They've got some advertisement there.
Is this what a psychologist looks like?
Is this? What is this? This isn't
He shot
real,
this
right?
at the library.
This is the library? Encyclopedia section? No, this is like an Eagles Club or something. Look at all those pictures up there. This is a Knights of Columbus thing. Look, that's all the leaders. That's former presidents and stuff of the wherever they're at, of the church or something.
No worries. Have a seat. No, I didn't think you were.
No worries. Have a seat. I'll just put this back.
We're talking this only have 10 minutes. That's okay.
It's okay, I understand.
So I checked you out, Mr. Orlovsky. You're a professional wrestler.
Orlovsky?
I wrestle.
Olympic style?
Nah, actually, I'm a professional wrestler.
Like Hulk Hogan?
You could say that I'm actually better than him.
No, he didn't really put in pictures of himself
is,
like
you know,
from.
Real?
He put real
Just that
clips
he's
in.
better than Hulk Hogan.
Yeah. It's such
Say
a
that,
self-owned to be
I'm
like
actually-
Olympic style. No, the fake stuff. Okay,
Better than
well,
him. I'm just not making the big bucks yet.
I'm
So
better
it is,
than
you
him.
know, real?
We say predetermined, but we do take.
Why is he
bumps.
doing this?
Those
And why
are
is he
real.
delivering the lines so
Chiropractor is a
sleepy?
worker's best friend.
Well, we call it predetermined. Look at the pause you did. That's how he's delivering all his lines. Why is he so sleepy?
That's
we
what
call it
Hannibal always
predetermined.
does. That's why people
I
call
know,
him.
but not in that fight. He was all wide-eyed and like, see, it's better than Triple H. Remember Triple H just delivering every line the same schmarmy Paul Levesque way of like, well.
And a hefty stash of Percocet.
Yeah.
Well, I'm no chiropractor, but I do know I do deal with emotional bumps. That's what they call it.
I'm living with this girl,
fuck?
Crystal. And well,
Weird acting choices by the other guy.
Hang on.
Okay.
And well, the sex is amazing.
Mm-hmm.
But here's the weird part.
Oh.
She's never in my dreams. The sexy ones.
Okay. Are we supposed to
Maybe
know who
more
this
like
guy is? Is he a
nightmares.
psychiatrist?
Yeah, he's at the
Oh, he said, I gotta go to my psychiatrist. That's right. Okay. I'm
Yeah,
sorry.
it said doctor. That's why I was wondering what kind of an office this was for a psychologist.
It's a psychiatrist office with
No, it's a
the
psychologist
receptionist,
office.
the psychologist's office where the secretary sits right, the receptionist sits right in the office. It's a huge room with books. And then also he's been to him before, but he's like, what do you do for a living? And he's like weirdly intense about everything. Like, oh yeah?
They're more frequent.
The more
Weird.
frequent.
Weirdo.
I dream of finding escorts on the streets.
Oh no, he's turning into Travis Bickle. Wait, this is him in the cowboy hat? The fuck?
No.
Oh, he's looking okay.
Having incel thoughts.
And taking them to different
Yeah.
places.
No.
Not even
Don't
sure
show
if
wrestling
they're
otaku
rooms or
this.
Whatever.
See?
Oh, he's the.
And I'm on top of her. We're doing it. All I want to do is bite them.
Can I cap that? We're doing it.
Yes. We're doing and I bite them.
And I'm on top of her.
This poor gal's just trying to make it in the wrestling business, and Hannibal's like, hey,
All I want to do
I'll
is
pay you
bite
if you.
them. Their neck, their boobs. Real kinky stuff.
Click that. Their boobs. I bite them. Their boobs. Oh my goodness. Good lord.
I'm gonna trigger warning on this episode.
This is crazy.
He's a vampire.
Build a website you love.
I love that
With wit.
commercial. That's funny.
That's what we're paying for.
Now he's stabbing it? Well, that doesn't. Why is that happening? Bray
Everything
Wyatt
goes
was such a
red.
genius.
Like I'm drowning in a pool of blood.
This is
the blood is really warm and it's
similar.
almost choking me. And then my heart starts pounding, almost like I'm having a heart attack, scaring the shit out of me.
Bret Hart would love this, by the way. Bret Hart would be nodding, rubbing his chin.
Anybody else in your family have a history of high blood pressure?
I don't think so. I
Where are
have to
these
be in
guys
good shape
from?
for
High
the
blood
matches.
pressure?
I do a lot of cardio as well as weights.
Gus.
Yeah.
I do a lot of cardio and also weights.
Yep. You sure do.
Oh,
Your family have a history of high blood pressure? No. Do a lot of cardio and also weights. Okay. The
What I
receptionist
can do is
just.
I can send you a prescription to help you sleep. If you want.
You want to just bring that up, honey? Thanks. She's got it. I don't have to sign it. Oh, yep. Just hand it over.
Thanks
She
a
wrote
lot.
it. Don't worry about it.
Hey, come see one of my matches sometime.
Absolutely. Best of luck to you.
Just text me and I'll have tickets for you at the door.
Certainly.
Why did? Yeah, what are we?
What the?
Why are we cutting to her?
Wait, with the whole thing of like, I think about fucking killing whores, stabbing them to death. Anyways, come to one of my matches sometime. Tickets for you at the door. Yeah, anytime, bud. You psycho. All right, we're back to Dream World.
Now, my darling, you truly know the great Petra.
I feel odd.
You must, for you have been sacrificed.
Well, I'm more Dog the Bounty Hunter than anything.
What happens now?
What happens to all my maidens? You become a part of me forever.
Oh, the Shiv again. There better be a sequel to this. This better not end on a cliffhanger.
This came for you in the mail. Or, I could just send it to your hotel room for the weekend.
Let's not do this dance again. This is my work.
This
On the road,
this is real.
One motel room to the next. Wherever the show takes me. It's like going where the work is.
Yeah, going where the work is. I've heard it all before. What is this, a DNA kit?
I don't know.
What?
I guess I thought it'd be kind of cool to learn a little bit about my family history.
Your family history. Why now?
Find out he's from
What's wrong with finding
Pennsylvania.
out who my ancestors were?
We all have ancestors, I guess. Although, I suspect yours might have been barbarians.
Yeah. Oh.
Oh yeah, they
Fun.
were definitely barbarians.
Oh yeah.
But it's okay by me. You can be a barbarian as long as you're not the barbarian. Or the warlord.
Me,
Little wrestling joke for you. Wait, but then he does Tarzan.
Oh boy.
Sounds like the Workers Club.
Oh boy. Okay.
Wait, go
It's Tank
Chiefs.
Abbott. That's Tank Abbott.
No, in the background?
Right there on the left.
Oh man.
Post liver recipient
Wow.
Tank Abbott. Okay.
He's
It's
just like there.
Get off.
Then you got Shawn Michaels there.
You said he'd be here, right?
Yeah, boss. He knows it ain't healthy to avoid
Oh,
you
no.
or me.
Can you hold
What's he owe
on?
now?
I just want to hear that one more
About-
time. Hey, yeah, boss. Yeah, boss. This poor bastard.
You said he'd be here, right?
Yeah, boss. He knows it ain't healthy to avoid you or me.
Oh shit.
What's he owe now?
About 3K, give or take.
About 3K. You trying to let him slide?
No, boss. Nobody slides on the razor. You know that.
You slide on razor and you get cut. If he doesn't pay today, I'm going to
The
charge
weird
him damages for
inserts,
the
like
fire
I
he
said, of the
started in
women.
ring
Like,
last
okay, wait, down the left. What's with the Chiefs banner? Is that where Hannibal is? Kansas City?
Should we ask our friend Casey if he's been to this?
I know. Where is this bar?
Where these
Man,
mafia dons
Can I
do this
can I meet
is-
one of the guy on the left? More screen time.
Not to be mean, but this mafia boss can't pull anything more than a Kansas City 4.
You see Steve walk through the
I mean-
background.
No, boss. Nobody.
No, boss.
Pay today. I'm going to charge him
No
damages
one
for
ever
the fire
runs out on you. That guy, but what's sad is Tank is a better actor and has more charisma than the guy that is mob boss.
Oh,
I love the two butt cheeks in the top there.
You got the cash?
Whoa, Tank. Hannibal, here's a good
Wait.
business partner.
Pause.
Aren't you, Hannibal?
He's Tank Abbott? This is where Tank Abbott is now. He works as a heavy for a mob boss in Kansas City. He said,
That
"Whoa,
wasn't
Tank."
his name. Oh, is that
Yeah,
what
he
he
said,
called
"Whoa,
him?
Tank." Yeah. So I guess Tank Abbott in
Oh.
real life, in this movie, works for. This is where he's gone to. This is his life now.
You think he's gonna get physical?
He has like he has a hearing aid.
No, those are his glass. He's got the glasses changed.
Oh, I thought he had a hearing aid.
Like the old woman on Golden Girls.
You got the cash?
See?
Whoa,
Oh Lord,
Tank.
it is. Yeah, it's the gold chain.
Hannibal, here he's a good business partner. Aren't you, Hannibal?
I'm
Think you
also
wanna
a
get in the ring
werewolf.
with this guy? What do they call you in the ring? Blood hunter? What is that?
When I'm in the mask, I do. It's my gimmick.
Have you heard of my
This
gimmick?
is so stupid.
Sort of like a cracking sound. Fingers, a wrist, an ankle. You get the idea.
Oh, this
Yeah.
sucks.
Hannibal here is a real professional wrestler. He knows how to take a
Bumps.
bump. That's the term, right?
What are we
You
doing?
Take a bump, Tank?
I've been known to take a bump or two in my day.
You never been in a wrestling ring.
Never said I did.
What are you then? Some type of UFC tough guy? Anytime you want to dance, Tank, I'm your man. So don't threaten me.
Tank
You don't
looks
need no
like Stephen
cage, big
King
fella.
now.
What? You looking to challenge me?
Oh no, he's gonna
Uh-oh.
stand up. Fuck. His clothes are just hanging off of him.
You're out of your league, pal.
So what league are you in?
I'm in the league of making clowns like you look stupid. But I don't want to get your blood.
Are we really doing
over
this?
These ladies here, so how about a test of strength for this? If I beat him,
Hannibal booked
then he
himself
owes
against
you
Tank
the
Abbott
money
at
that's in
80
here.
years old.
If he beats me, I owe you double. What do you say, Razor?
Done.
Razor the mob man
You
is
mess
like
with the razor, you get cut.
he's like, I've got the perfect guy for you, my ancient old man heavy. I dare you to beat him in a test of strength. He's got reading glasses, cheaters.
Oh.
How's that bump, Hannibal?
How's that bump? Oh no, he's fighting his wrist! He's feeding on him. Oh lord, poor Tank.
Hannibal's not transmitting hepatitis C, is he?
The razor shows no effect. That seems like cheating. It was a test of strength, and Hannibal bit his wrist
Well,
until
Tank
blood
punched
poured
him
out.
first.
How you doing?
Tank punched him. He started it.
Wichita. So that's where we gotta go. Is that where Hannibal is? Wichita? I didn't know that.
Yeah, he's French Canadian.
But he's in Wichita, Kansas.
Fuck off. He said he goes where the work goes. Remember?
But he lives here.
Oh, he does. Oh, because the mob guys are there. Yeah, I guess
no,
so.
he's filming here.
Yeah, you're right. Okay.
So he lives in Wichita, Kansas.
Maybe he got tax breaks to film in Wichita.
You really want to go to that wrestler's place? Yeah, I do. His alibi checks out. We got nothing on him. There's a serial killer out there, and Arlovsky's in the middle of it. I know it. How can he be in two places at one time? Listen, the chief said to drop it. Find another lead.
These guys are the best ones in the movie.
The community theater was so pumped
Another
when
lead.
they started getting rounded up for this.
From the local Wichita showing of Glengarry Glen Ross.
You better believe they had a local showing at Wichita for this. This is it? This is the end? There's no more? That's where all the money went to, huh?
Chris.
That's funny.
Your parents.
Now, is there going to be more, or is this it?
That playlist said he had 24 different movies.
There's more to this?
That's the only one I watched. I couldn't really watch anymore.
Chris. I like that they chopped her head off, but then hung the head from a noose.
It's intimidation. It's a message.
To the werewolf. Gus, what'd you think about that? 2 thumbs up, 2 thumbs down, 2 thumbs in the middle, 1 thumb up, 1 thumb down. What do we got?
It was fun. I mean, if it was a full-length thing, I think it would have been fun to clown on, so.
Oh, man. I need to find this bar in Wichita. I need to know more. Maybe we interview Hannibal about this. You know? Maybe we interview him and go, hey, how's Wichita? I've been to Wichita many times. Never to that bar, I don't think.
I'm going to Wichita.
Should we do a workers club sojourn to Wichita? I know some people. I know where we could stay. I know some places. We could all definitely hang out with old Steven.
No, yeah, that's not.
We should do a workers club thing where we descend upon Steven.
Why him? I'm like the invalid shut-in.
We descend upon you with Steven?
No.
You take Steve, Steven drives up to me, then I take him, and then we descend upon you. You need to be Steve's babysitter if that's the case.
No.
Because I've opted out of that.
I have as well.
You're good.
I've been there.
Goodbye, everybody. Goodbye.
You don't snitch. You don't tell.
It's Wilson again. That was fun. I bet it was the best episode ever. You know what you can do to help the workers out? Rate, review, all that good stuff on whatever app you're listening to. Tell us how much you love us. If you want to contact us, it's theworkersclubshow@gmail.com. We got a YouTube, The Workers Club Podcast, a Blue Sky, theworkersclub.org, and we have a Discord where the invite link is left in various places. I'm sure you can find it. That's it. Thanks for listening. Appreciate it. Bye.
Smile and love each other.